Now I want to show you how to where you will find these components. Keep this button pressed, this component tool, this button should be pressed, then right click on your mouse, new, then footprint, then here these are the libraries. You need to know in which library you will find what. Suppose you want to bring a 16 pin DIP IC, so go to this library, and then here these are the list inside that library. This one you will see a picture. You see this is a 40 here. Keep your eye on this position, this point. This is 14, means the total number of pin in the IC will be 14, and this is the pin to pin distance, this is the width, and this is the length. So width usually is 300 mil. This is in mil. 1 mil means 1/1000 of 1 inch. So 0.0001 inch is 1 mil. So 300 mil means 0.3 inch. So all these units are actually in mil. So this is the pin to pin distance. This pin to pin distance, this is 100 mil usually in DIP package. This is the length from here to here. This is the length. So you see, from this IC to this IC only the length is changing, but the pin to pin distance is not actually changing. Here the length is changing. It seems like the pin to pin distance is changing. It's not. It's actually the length is changing, because whatever the size of the IC, it will try to fit in this window. So it seems like it's changing the pin to pin distance. So it's not actually that, it's the change of the length. So here you see it's 16. 16 means actually the pin number of pins in that IC is 16. You see, this is a 16 pin IC DIP package. So if you need suppose 24 pin, then you will select any one of the 24. If you need 28, then click any one of the 28, and this way all the way you can go up to 48. Yeah, 48. So this is DIPT. Okay, this is a surface mount. There's surface mount ICs also, which doesn't need drill hole in the PCB, just only surface. So for those you will get it here. For the drill hole type, you will get it here. And here the libraries, you need to go through these libraries and see where you can get what kind of component. Suppose you need resistance, then you can take from here. Suppose you need cylindrical type of capacitor, then you can get from here. Here these are the dimensions. If you see what are the dimensions changing, you can understand which one is that. This is diode. For diode, you need to remember that here anode and cathode, and this is the stripe on the diode physical component. So this is the cathode portion, so that's why the stripe is on this side. But you will need actually not anode. I mean, you see, if you see these components, it will say anode and cathode, but if you select these ones, you will see pin 1 and pin 2. So actually you will need these where the pin number is given, otherwise there will be a error showing. So even with this pin number you will see the cathode is here in the pin 1. If you actually you will need it otherwise. You see here anode is pin 1, so be careful which one you are selecting. Okay, this is for diode. Capacitor I have already shown you. Cylindrical, rectangular. Variable resistance, this is for variable resistance, different type of. And TO, there are TO package also. TO, these are TO, different type of TO package. So you should actually browse all the way and take a look at where you can get what type of component. Okay, so these are something that you need to learn before. These are connection ports. Here 100 means actually the pin to pin distance is 100. 156 means the pin to pin distance is 156 mil. So be careful while selecting these two. This is a connector, and this is the last term. Suppose here 2 means only 2 pin. Here 3 means only 3 pin. If you don't want this long, you go on the end. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. So this way you can get connector that you need from in your PCB to connect from one PCB to another PCB. And what else I can show you? Actually you should go through all these libraries and see where you can get what. Okay, and after you select a component, you can bring it in your PCB. Suppose I want to bring a 16 pin DIP IC, and then cancel, place. Okay, I'm going again. This. Okay. Okay, so you see I brought a component. I can move it and place it anywhere I want, but actually you will not you don't need to do that. Actually I just show you in case you need it anytime. So this way you can bring component.